Hello everyone. So let's learn David Russia extinguished the fires at Tuapse oil terminal after Ukrainian drone strikes. This happened on the videos playing now. So Ukraine has hit it again and caused another massive fire. Fireman Sam is certainly Fireman Sam is certainly earning his keep over in Russia. He'll be wishing he was back in Pontypandy now. The scale of the fire burning here now is very impressive. This is a absolutely huge blaze. I'll take a look at where exactly Tuapse is later, but it's a fuel export port. These strikes by Ukraine, continuous strikes I must stress. Ukraine seems to hit this every day now, and they're targeting the fuel dump here. Ukraine seemingly wanted to just render this export terminal offline completely by destroying every single one of the fuel tanks that Russia uses to store fuel here. In the past, they hit the loading piers and the pipes themselves, but the damage to that seems like it's a bit more fixable. So I guess stage 2 now is just removing all of the oil tanks that they can, so no oil can be kept here. And the tactic seems to be going well. This oil terminal here, despite being hit constantly by Ukraine, either is entirely undefended by Russia, or the air defence is just as useless as we all expect Russian air defence to be. Now, there's some satellite images to look at from a couple of days ago, showing the extent of the damage here. It was originally on a video which I put as a Patreon exclusive, but I'm going to whack it on the end of this one for you to look at as a Brucey bonus, if you will. Now, in addition to the fuel tanks being destroyed here, remember, it's oil stored going up as well. So this is a lot of oil now that isn't going to be exported. Tuapse is one of Russia's main export terminals. Furthermore, this is having an effect on the city as well, truly bringing the war to Russians living here, as locals report oil slicks on the ground, dirty water, grubby, oily rain, and difficulty breathing. So we now get to experience what living in Luton is like. Tuapse is here zoomed out on Google Maps, so it's a terminal on the Black Sea in Krasnodar region. I'm now going to play the other video which has the satellite imagery. Thanks very much and take care everybody. Hello everyone, I have some satellite imagery here and this is quite impressive. So this image shows Tuapse port after numerous Ukrainian drone sites hitting it. You can see that the port is in a bad way. Now, this image here just shows the tank farm of the port. But remember, the oil loading terminals of the port itself, which is just a bit further south, has also been hit. So there's much more damage than is seen here. Where it looks like around 2 dozen oil tanks have been affected here, destroyed or badly damaged as a result of Ukraine's drone strikes. In addition, there's also visible damage to pumping stations, pipeline systems, and rail loading facilities, as seen on the imagery. So, some good work here by Ukraine. This is an export port, so all the fuel here would be sent abroad, not for Russia's domestic use. So this isn't intended to cut off fuel for the Russian army, but rather tighten the old noose of the Russian economy by impacting the export of fuel. Tuapse is a port we looked at the other day where massive oil slicks have been seen, and where Russians are crying about their predicament because the oil has turned the rain rather, well, oily. This is a port on the Black Sea, but it isn't the only port hit recently. Ukraine has also hit the ports of Ust-Luga and Primorsk in the Baltic regions and Novorossiysk, which is also in the Black Sea. This image is from Novorossiysk. It's a week old, but worth a quick look, and it shows the oil loading terminals. There are 7 terminals here, 3 of which are seen active now, so they've been repaired in maybe a month time or so after Ukraine's last strike here, with ships loading. 2 of them still under repair, with floating cranes seen nearby. The other 2 are unknown. I guess the ones which are active actually weren't hit at all, thinking about it, so they might not have been repaired, they may just not have received damage. This image only shows the port, not the oil tanks. I can't find any recent image of that. Now for now though, Ukraine's focus appears to be on Tuapse in the past few days, and shifting back to that image, you can see that there are still targets to hit here. Some untouched oil tanks to the south and a large group to the north. Not sure why these ones weren't hit, unless they aren't exported or are used for manufacturing. There are some factories located here, including a vegetable oil company, which was hit by an off-course flamingo early this year. So the untouched tanks may be something like that. So that's it for this video, but before I finish, a fundraiser here for United 24. This is an ongoing campaign to help keep Ukrainian cities safe. A fundraiser to buy a mixture of their defence equipment, including interceptor drones, jamming equipment such as electronic warfare, and vehicles for mobile air defence units. The donation link is in the description. Thanks so much and take care everybody.